You've done the sand propagation method, you've got tons of roots, and it's time to up pot your plant. Let's make sure that your plants are successful in this next step. The number one problem that I'm seeing why people's cuttings are dying after they're done with the sand propagation part is that humidity levels are tanking. If you're doing this in your house, humidity levels are too low. You're taking your cuttings out of this perfect sand propagation environment and then placing them in a low humidity environment. So what we need to do is we either need to mist our cuttings as often as possible with a spray bottle to keep humidity levels higher. We need to get a humidifier and put it right next to the plants in the room. Or if it's a warmer time of year, you can bring them outside like you see here, and they're really gonna take off from there. However, low humidity levels are just not gonna cut it when you're propagating plants. You need humidity. So if you don't have a greenhouse, you need to do your best to have a high humidity environment in your home. And if you put a humidifier right next to your plants, we're not talking about increasing the overall humidity in the house to points where we have mold growing everywhere. We're just talking about put that humidifier right next to the plants, let the humidity go over the leaves, and keep your plants nice and healthy. But that's really the number one problem that I'm seeing for why people's plants are dying. The only other reason for it would be maybe you're overwatering. Water in moderation, allow the plant to almost come to complete dryness in between waterings. And outside of that, you should be super successful. The last thing that you need to learn if you're growing plants at your house is to fertilize your plants. You need a fertilization schedule, whether that be a granular feed or a liquid feed. You have to feed your plants in containers. In the ground, there's a little more forgiveness about that, but when you're propagating plants, you've got to feed these things. I like to use a diluted liquid feed in a seedling mixture, okay? So very diluted, and I do it bi-weekly. So that's really gonna help your plants take off without burning the roots or the foliage. So keep those things in mind and you're gonna be super successful. If you guys are experiencing any other problems, leave a question down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Leave a like on the channel, subscribe, share with your friends who might be experiencing any of these problems, and good luck, guys.